Lois, can I pick on you? Come on, spotlight that woman. I've been sharing Lois's stories for the past week. You guys were having a grand old ball there at Imiloa.
Oh,
How fun. How do you feel coming off of, are you still on a high?
yes, always on high. Yeah. Yeah, it was magical in so many ways, and the staff, who I adore, who are like family to me now. I've been there to Imiloa 3 times now. That was my third time, first time hosting there. And I fell in love on a sabbatical trip there 2 years ago. And I just knew at that moment, I'm like, I have to share this with people because this is like unbelievable. And
Yeah.
it's like magic. You don't really know what's behind the magic or what's making it that. But, when I arrived there, realized that you're stepping into the land there. You're not stepping onto it.
Oh, I love that. Say that one more time for the people in the back. Lois Cutter.
So you step as soon as you get out of the SUV, and some of the people here were on fam trip, you feel that you're as soon as that door opens, you haven't gotten your yummy, mocktail yet, but something happens and you feel this immense hug that you've never felt before, no matter where you've been. And I've been a lot of places in the world, and to be there and feel held before anyone even said a word, it's stepping into the land and not onto it. And from there, that magic just flows like incredibly. You don't want for anything when you're there except just to feel the experience. And having felt that as a guest, and then feeling different on a fam trip, feeling a little bit unsure, part of that story, I'm sure. Just feeling a little bit nervous. And, for someone that talks for a living, I couldn't say a word. I was just like, because I felt out of my space. I didn't really know. I'm like, am I out of my game, off my game here? Like, am I doing something that, is way beyond me? And I realized that I just had to peacefully surrender and let that all go and all that fear, because if I knew and I dreamt that I was going to host a retreat there, then I was.
Yeah.
Anything was possible. And so I put my mind to it and stayed authentic. That was the key. And people are, how did you do that? How did you feel that? How did you, I stayed true to the offer. I didn't sell my retreat. I offered it. I offered,
Yes.
yeah, that was really important. And I'm
Yeah.
in sales. I've been doing sales since I've been 14 years old. And now I'm 60, but 59, I'm going to keep saying 59. But just having that.
Embrace that 60.
Thanks. And just having that sense of self, and knowing that these people are coming, like I think you said something earlier, and so did Eva. It's about you. And I said, how am I going to sell a retreat? An international retreat? I must be crazy. And someone said to me, Lois, it's you. They're coming because they believe in you. And that's where it really I had to take a dive into me,
Hmm.
and know my own value and my own worth. And I've been promoting that for years, but never really felt it myself. And so you take the mask off, and whatever is, just is, and let it be and let it flow. And I remember I emailed you like, oh man, what am I going to do? It's not full, and then I let that go. And we had the most amazing experience there, where some of my family came, and then some people that I've only known for a short time. Yeah, and I offered them the experience that I had.
Well, to your point, I think that whoever is supposed to be on retreat will be on retreat, and that is the perfect mesh, and that's who needed to be there to receive, and who
Yeah.
needed to be there to create the experience that you all had. And
Yeah.
I think there's something else that you said that I say quite a bit because I have, my retreats are 10K a seat. And
Mhm.
people are always like, well, how do you do that? And honestly, I stopped selling my retreats. Honestly, I started
Yeah.
sharing my experience. I started leaning into my passion about it and why I was passionate, why I felt that
Yeah.
people should be called. And when I stopped selling the retreat, that's when it started selling. So I love that you said that. Yeah.
So true, because we were so caught up in the marketing and the Instagram and the, just all of that. And, that's not my era. So me coming in at my age, to a social media world when I've always been one-on-one and conversation, and relationships, I went back to that. I just went back to what I know. And then
Mhm.
that spread through social media. I mean, ask Vanessa, it was hilarious. My my marketing video, I didn't even know that was happening. Like they caught me coming out of somatic breath work and I was crying for 2 hours, like releasing
Oh,
everything that
boy.
from birth till, till July of this year. And there's Vanessa interviewing me. And I'm like, just talking. We were just talking, and sharing. And that was who I am.
Yeah.
And I
It's
had to just,
authentically you. That video is authentically you. Yes.
yeah.
And
But
that's
then
why people travel all the way to Costa Rica and get on that itty bitty plane,
yeah.
get to Imiloa. Because
Yeah.
you.
And that's really what filled it. So the one thing that I feared, and I said to Jake, I'm like, I didn't even know I was being interviewed. He said, you didn't? I said, I don't read everything. I don't go in. Some of my guests knew the square footage of Imiloa and where the rivers were and what the names of the plants were. And I'm like, really? I just went. Like I just showed up and I had no idea. So they were actually touring me around to some of the areas. It was really hilarious. But that's what made it so beautiful is that I was able to be a guest
Yeah.
at my own retreat and I let myself do that. And
Mhm.
part of that, okay, this isn't a plug, but it is a plug. I have investigated and looked into so many retreat spaces and have talked to hosts and like, how do you know where to choose? And for me, that's the truth. I did have a dream that I was going to be there and I was there. And so where else could I go that where everything was taken care of for me? I can't find anywhere that will do that for a host. Food, transportation, excursions. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't, I just really, I can't say enough, to the point where I want to go on one of my host friends retreats at Bersana just so I can see it and experience it.
Oh,
So
you
I
should.
know,
Wonderful.
yeah. So I mean, I'm coming back. I just don't know which one I'm going to.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I just can't say enough about the whole team. And I am sales and service oriented. And so that's very important to me. That level of service for me is my bar is really high.
Mhm.
And to meet people who become your family, who are also serving you and making you meals, and they'd do anything for you. They were getting bugs out of someone's room.
Yeah, they do it all, and they do it with such joy. It's
Yes.
funny. I was there and at Verdasana, and I had this like nightly drink that I would like go to my cabin with every night.
Yeah.
And one of the team members would always make it so beautifully, and he would go out to the garden and like put a bouquet around my coffee mug and like make it beautiful. And I told him, Lois, I was like, you got to stop doing this because I'm going to get spoiled. And do you know what he said to me, Lois? He leaned in and he said, well, isn't that the point? I
Yes.
love it.
I heard that on a video, actually, that conversation.
He
That's
did.
true.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
mean, Jesus, Francisco, Michael, like I want to take them, I wanted to somehow get them on that plane with me and just constantly be around them. Vanessa, her beautiful partner. You know, I just, you know, Rita, who just really just connected to, you know, it's just, I had Rita for dinner on my last night, when I was hosting, because that connection is so real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Team
yeah,
is hands
I
down
can't,
top tier.
yeah.